red and green, red and green. It is Christmas time. Okay, pull my hair up for a moment because it's crazy from a shower last night. Into a clip. At some point I need a haircut. Okay, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I hope I'm ready. Okay, the past few days have been kind of crazy. Gotten a lot done. Lots of stuff to do still. I can only imagine that I'm gonna get a task. So, it's a nice day. It's bright. Okay, bright is good. Bright is good. What on earth? I can't even get the creamer out today. Okay, so I turn the corner. Here's the bunny coming out of my freezer. What is going on with you? Okay, you look pretty stressed in there. Okay, Christmas lights. I'm assuming these are twinkle lights. Christmas lights? Every day there is something going on, and today there are Christmas lights. And I assume that means I'm supposed to put up Christmas lights today, which that kind of makes sense because that has to start pretty early because there's a lot of them. But was I ready for that today? Sure. So no coffee for me. Back to my bedroom, back to changing, and then getting out into the yard and figuring out what exactly I need to do. Definitely first step needs to be call Dad though to make sure he wants to do Christmas lights today. Although he was sounding pretty festive once we kind of talked about, you know, Christmas and me having friends. So I guess I'll figure out what he's interested in, but I gotta change. Okay, now that I have on some just like clothes that aren't gonna matter if something happens to them, I can go outside and start working. Today, I think I'm going to wrap trees. I think that I'm gonna start on some of the things that I can do with lights. And I'm also gonna help my dad, I think, because typically Christmas time is a big time for him to be a rock star and shine in our yard. And he has a creative vision using inflatables and lights and things like that. And it's just a joy for people kind of driving by to see little holiday cheer. So for my guests, it will also be a joy and I'm so excited. But I need scrubby clothes for that because I can't wear good stuff playing out in the yard mess. So I think this is going to be my official scrubby day outfit. I just need to put on some good shoes that also don't matter if I get stickers on them because stickers are still alive and thriving in our yard. Oh no! Okay, scrubby shoes. Oh yeah. Stickers already in tow. Oh yeah. Okay, Dad's over there getting set up for weed eating around all the fence line and the trees. He's already done a really good job around these, so that'll make a nice clear area. And so then we're gonna wrap these trees to give them a lot of color. Except this one. We will not be wrapping this one. This one's huge. So the goal is at nighttime, these will shine upwards into the trees, and then we will wrap the bottoms of the trees to give like some color below. And then Dad will set up displays in this area here. And he always has like a rhyme and reason, and it kind of goes all the way down toward the flagpole area. And the flagpole he turns into a giant Christmas tree, so that'll be cool. I started wrapping the trees a couple years ago and it just looks really cool and it looks like an enchanted forest. So I'm very happy to see how it's going to turn out with the extra lights shining up now because I really do think it'll look like a fully enchanted forest. So this is going to be super fun. So trimming the trees, pruning them just a little bit to check their health also while we're out here, and notice that this branch is completely dead. So Dad's gonna try to remove it so it doesn't make the rest of the tree suffer. And then we're also looking to get some of the bigger trees pruned maybe. We'll see. Okay, so that one was done. But I still have other trees to go. So this is part of it. Dad also talked to somebody about getting them to come out, and so they have to come and look to see what to do. So yeah. So for the time being, it's a tree pile, and then this is the tree that needs to be pruned professionally because it's just too tall. Okay, this looks better now, and I've gone around all of these also. Dad's working on more lights, so I'm gonna go over here and help him a little bit. Then I need to go start finding more of the lights that are in storage currently, so yay. Okay, everything is going to be coming together. So wrapping the bottoms of the trees really gives like color to the bottom part. The lights this year going up are going to create this really pretty glow. And Dad actually built something that it's epic. I'm so excited. So I have wanted a arch for a long time. An arch meaning like when I go to Silver Dollar City, there are these tunnels that you walk through that are made of these big, huge arches. And having something that large doesn't make sense because obviously this is a house, not a theme park. But I've always wanted something kind of like that. And so this year, Dad surprised me. This is going to be perfect because it's going to like allow people to walk through it into the entertainment zone. And so this is the entry portion to Frosty Follies. Now, I'm not finished decorating Frosty Follies, obviously. That's going to be the area where I have like the movie and the games and stuff, but this is the first part of it, and he's been working hard on this, so this is cool. So this is what we're looking at. It's gonna be so cool. This is all going to go away. This was a pond that needs to be winterized, and because it needs to be winterized, it's going to be going into storage, and all of this is going to be flattened out. So all these were pieces of the pond that have to come out for winter. But oh my gosh, this is gonna be so cool. Preparing the yard is part of also what I need to do. I'm gonna be working on all of this probably whenever I decorate the porch, maybe before, I'm not sure. But it's too cold and they're expecting lots of ice, so there's no reason to have a frozen chunk of ice. That'll just end up making this thing leak. So we're gonna go ahead and take it out, and it's already been drained, and all of this was kind of with it. So now it's time to get back to work. I'm very excited. So the base of this, my dad found these hangers that have little outcroppings that hold it in place. It has a foot at the bottom, and then this, and then it goes up, and then he has retrofitted a pipe and actually built a pipe topper here, and then it's wrapped in LED Christmas lights. So as you go through, it'll be like a glowing tunnel. I can't wait to turn on all the lights. That's the best part of Christmas for me, is whenever all the twinkle lights come on, because right now it just looks kind of like lights strung across a frame and also some like hog panels. But whenever it's all turned on at nighttime, you won't see any of the frame structure. You'll just see the lights, and it'll look like an infinity tunnel. But back to work, back to work. Okay, Dad went to go get some more lights. I am weed eating just a little bit along the side of the house. And, this weed eater is something else. It's a battery operated weed eater by Craftsman. And, well, it works, but wow. Takes everything out of my hands. It definitely requires hand strength. And hand strength is something I fail with. So my hands are sore, but it's like you have to hold it and then hold it. So you put your fingers over this and this, and it doesn't seem like that bad, but that's a big grip on top of balancing this. So it's like push. I'm sure that's fine for everybody, but this and this requires two different hand muscles, and it just makes your hand kind of ache after using it for a while. Whew, okay, so I've been kind of anchoring it into my hip and then moving like so. Is this the best way to do it? I don't know. Is this the way that I am doing it? Because it's the only way that seems like it works for my hands, yes. But I had to clear off that side because I have decorations that are going to be going there at some point in the near future. So that part's done. I may have to do a little bit more touch up over there though. Some of the grass is pretty thick in that area. And it's not even supposed to have grass there. It's all supposed to be gravel. But where there is a will, there's a way. The lights are on and eventually we'll be able to see them a little bit better, but it's still pretty bright outside right now. So they are on and they are working. In the meantime, while Dad's gone to go get some more lights, I think I'm going to go look for some more Christmas decorations for another day, not today. I'm not gonna have the energy to do the other projects today. So I'm gonna look for my buffalo plaid, I think, that goes into the cabin. And that way I can start work on that pretty soon. I'm sure those darned bunnies will tell me to do it. So I'm gonna go into my storage while Dad's going into his storage, and well, we'll reconvene in just a few minutes. I just realized that I could have been changing this up to make it more comfortable the whole time. Does it stay there? Yeah, it does. So maybe whenever I resume this job, I'll put it into a different place. It's a little easier to grip, maybe. That would have been good to know before my hand started cramping. But now that I do know that, maybe that'll fix some of it. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's still not going to fix the trigger finger portion of it. But if somebody could create something that wouldn't require a lot of hand strength, that would be super handy. Huh, maybe I should look into that. Maybe there are some power tools that think about that. Oh, okay. Taking a drink. It's a pretty good day so far, making good progress. If we can get all the trees wrapped, that would be awesome. I don't know that we're going to do the rest of the yard decor yet though, because if they're coming to trim the trees, that would be in the way. So I think we're going to avoid doing that area, just because I don't think we can until we at least know if they're going to be able to come before Christmas or not, because those trees do need to be trimmed. One of the branches fell. Another branch fell not that long ago also, and with some wind, some more of them will fall. This tree is slowly, like, the upper part of it's still alive and thriving, but the bottom part is old and breaking and heavy. And so getting rid of the damaged or dead branches is so important, because then the tree can survive and be happy and healthy. But also, we don't have to worry about parking, because I like to park in the shade, especially during the time of year whenever it's super sunny, because it keeps my van cooler. During the winter, it's not that big of a deal, but during the winter also, that's when we tend to get ice, and the ice will also break the branches, which is very dangerous. So since we have power lines and things like that, we don't play with that. The goal is to just get it where the yard is workable though. And if the yard is workable, I can tackle more projects after we find out about that. So maybe I do things in the opposite part of the yard, the part that's not going to be impacted, and maybe I figure out what kind of decorations that we have and organize. Those could all be things that I could do without that. Is this not the cutest thing? Dad started pulling out some of the decorations. He's testing the lights, but he's also trying to figure out where he wants to put them. And because this is on the right side, he can put decorations over here because they're not going to be in the way of the trees. Dad went to go get some stakes, but look at this. It opens and closes. There's the little woodstock. There's the Snoopy. Okay, Dad is starting on the assembly of the little regions that he does. So there's 2 elves and a Santa. So he's in the stake it down process. And we like inflatables. We don't deflate them during the day. We keep them up so everybody can see them. So that's kind of fun. They're inflatables, not deflatables. Okay, these are finished. And now we're just gonna keep on working, and then at some point we'll be finished. But I think this is a very good starting place.